That's good. Down here in Kentucky, we had this thing called Pastors Fellowship, and it started long before I came down here. And when I found out about it, I immediately jumped in because I believe in the importance of being in community with other pastors. And so the first time I went, I had no clue what I was getting into. And they meet once a month at this local pizza place that has this all-you-can-eat buffet. And they give us this little room in the back. And so the first time I went, there was like 6 pastors. And I knew one, my associate. And over the last couple of years, we've dwindled really down to 4. And I learned that we really encompass the name Pastors Fellowship. And I kind of struggled for a while with why aren't more pastors sitting at the table? Because I know how many churches we have in the county, and I know several of our pastors. And I even struggled with, we actually have 2 pastors groups. We have Pastors Fellowship, and then we have Round County Ministry Association. And myself and my associate Aaron, we're the only 2 that are attend both. And I really struggled with that. And I've been going to Pastors Fellowship for a couple years now. And I love sitting at the table, and the pizza's okay, but I really love sitting at the table. But I still struggle with why can't this grow? And getting frustrated. And then this last Monday, we were there, and only 3 of us showed up. And it's usually me and Aaron and a guy named Earl, and this old guy, he's in his mid-70s, named Clark. And Clark just retired his church the last day in December. And Monday, as we're sitting there eating pizza, cracking jokes, talking about movies, talking about the Asbury revival, it dawned on me, even though I know it's important to sit at the table and to fellowship with these brothers, to be mentored by some older guys, to learn and to glean from them, it really struck me like scales fell from my eyes, and I got a whole new perspective of the importance of sitting at this table. Because here's Clark, my friend. Like I said, he's in his mid-70s, just retired his church. He's been a widower for many, many years. His son is obviously grown and doesn't live around. Clark lives on the outskirts of town, far out in the county, all by himself. Financially struggles. And he showed up Monday and got some pain in his knee, pain in his hip. And I actually had to kind of help support him out of the restaurant into his vehicle. But I drove home really encouraged, really embracing this fellowship part of our name, because it's really vitally important for Clark to be able to sit at the table with friends, even if it's just once a month, with brothers, with fellow pastors. And so I really feel refreshed. I feel encouraged. I feel renewed to sit at that table with Aaron and Earl and Clark. And so I'm really trying to get my mind off of the frustration of not growing and other pastors not being part of it, almost to the point of, shake the dust off my feet and move on. And I'm just going to embrace my 3 friends and continue to eat pizza and just enjoy and cherish sitting at the table with eyes wide open. Find that. I had it when I first started in ministry. Every month, 13 of us eating breakfast, and I cherish that. But find that, whether it's just a small group of you or your local ministerial association, a pastor's fellowship, whether they're all from your denomination or maybe they're just the guys in your town or in your neighborhood. But find that, and maybe you have to be the one to create it, but it's vitally important. In the Garden of Eden, God looked at Adam and said, it's not good for man to be alone, and he gave Adam Eve. In ministry, it's not good for us to be alone. We're not called to be Lone Ranger pastors. And so I strongly encourage you, with eyes wide open, either look for and find something like this, or create something like this where you can just sit at the table, spend time together, crack jokes, talk about whatever. But you as a young pastor can glean and benefit and grow from the wisdom and the experience of old guys like Clark. Hey, I love you. I got to finish this before it gets cold. See you next time.